Hello. In this episode, I receive post. And we talk more about the trip. Cue the intro. Okay, so if you've made it this far through that intense, huge intro, then you will already know pretty much what's going on. But before we get on to the really cool opening up the post from a very cool supporter of this channel, I want to go on to sort of the news about the trip. Now, I've had quite a lot of interesting questions sent to me across things like the YouTube Helmet Head page and Twitter, etc., and obviously on YouTube and Patreon about sort of what's going on and more details, etc. So I've already sort of had a chat to you about what my sort of big plan is, and my original big plan was to go as south as possible, but due to work commitments, can't guarantee I'm going to get it off. We've decided to make the trip still really far. We're going to go off to Cheddar Gorge. We are planning on going, setting off on the 24th, and the plan is to arrive at the campsite. Now, again, I can't guarantee what time I can finish work. The sidekick is super organised. He's booked the day off. Unfortunately, at this time, I'm unable to book time off of work. So I'm going to set off as soon as I can finish work, and I'm going to head over. So that is the 24th is, for me, is just going to be arriving and hopefully arriving. And the reason why I say hopefully arriving is I've done that really kind of cool thing where I haven't opened the bonnet of the camper van because I don't want to know if it's got any issues, needs anything doing, because currently I can't really afford to get lots of things done to the van. But the sidekick came round with a bag of bits, and he came round with a big bag of bits, and he basically said, I might have some stuff and we'll whip for a service before you go. I was like, wicked. So we opened the bonnet, and the stuff that he's got doesn't actually fit this engine because it's only a little 1.4, and he had stuff from, I think, either a 1.7 or whatever it was, 2 litre. So but then obviously as soon as you open the bonnet, you sit there going, oh, it could do with a distributor cap, and it could do with leads and the oil flow, well, I can't remember what it's called now, the top of the engine, the oil airflow pipe thingy. I should know that being a mechanic, but basically that's got loads of little splits in it, and there's a little bit of oil coming from there, but then it's basically to do with letting out the gases, so it's not a big deal. Everything else looks pretty good, but because he's looked at it, I instantly sit there going, oh, I want new spark plugs, I want to change the oil, I want to do this, I want to do that. But like I said, currently in the financial climate and my situation, that's something that's going to have to wait. Probably what I'd class as my winter project, massive services, lots of little bits to do on the camper van, but it's still functional and it still runs. So I've got breakdown cover, it'll all be fine. We're going to head off and the trip's going to happen. So that's kind of that really. In the 24th is I'm going to literally be travelling there. I can't guarantee what time I'm going to arrive because I think there is a few people that are obviously considering coming along on this trip, and they don't want to rock up at a campsite, or they don't want to miss out on a day's worth of events. So it's just so I'm 100% clear. All my plan is for on the 24th is to rock up, unload the monkey bike, have some beer, have a giggle, have a chat. If you do decide to come along on the 24th, that's pretty much it at night. I'm not doing a massive event. I've booked a hard standing, blimey, what's wrong with me today? A hard standing pitch, so I can park up the camper van on there, unload the monkey, grab out the old chair if it's not raining, crack open a beer and enjoy it with the sidekick. And of course, whoever turns up is more than welcome to come along and join us. Going on really quickly, so I've had a few motor vloggers send me messages saying about they'll come along and help film, etc. Completely honest, straight down the line, I kind of do the things the way I do them. If someone can hold a camera at certain points would be absolutely fantastic. But what I want to turn around and say is, if you're a motor vlogger that's come in, bring your camcorder from 1952. Bring your cameras, do your own vlog on the trip. You can name it the Helmet Head Cheddar Trip. Do whatever you like, name it whatever you like. Say I'm following a plonker. Yeah, come along, film your own thing, do your own thing, because like I said, my plan is very much based on what I want to do. And more than sort of more people the merrier on board. But you know, it'd be even cool if you did your own version of events. If you've seen something where me and another hipster met up for the first time, he has his Fun Bonkers video, I have my Fun Bonkers video. You can watch both of them, they're pretty cool, and you see different sort of sets of events. So yeah, if you want to come along as a motor vlogger, bring your own camera, get some filming done, obviously please do. You're more than welcome. And you know, like I said, on the 24th, rock up. Bring your bishop's finger, bring your pickles ready. Make sure you've got your brute. If you haven't got brute, you're not coming in. End of the line there. No, I'm joking. But yeah, so basically bring your bishop's finger, bring yourself some beers, crack it open, and let's enjoy a drink together if you want to come on the first night. Now, the big thing is the 25th, the Saturday. Now, I'm going to put the route up on the screen. It's been on the screen in a previous video as well, but I'm going to put the route up on the screen. Now, it's only a short route, and the reason why I've done the short route is that there's quite a lot of filming involved in it. It's only about 2 hours, something like 16 minutes long, the route. And I also want to get off and do some decent filming while I'm there. And I also want to leave it open for things happening. You know, like if we get to the end of it and we decide, you know what, we've got the rest of the day, we haven't stopped much, we can continue on. I like to wing my trips. I'm not going to sit there with an itinerary going, at 1 PM we are going to arrive at this location. This is the photo moment that you get to take 15 minutes worth of photos. At that point, you must put your SLR, whatever camera, away in your bag, nice and neatly, and get out your cucumber sandwich. Take a bite, but don't eat it all because you don't want to run out of energy. I'm not doing that. The plan is, okay, on the 25th, we are going to go to Wookie's Hole. Now, I am a massive, huge, ginormous Star Wars fan, so I know this is a factual truth. Wookiee Hole is where Wookiees come from. They somehow emerge out of holes, and from what I understand, you can't go Wookiee hunting because they're an endangered species. So what all you're allowed to do is go along, pay a considerable large amount of money, that I won't be doing, to go along and pet a Wookiee. Now my plan is quite simple. I'm going to go to Wookie's Hole, I'm going to see Wookie's Hole, and I'm going to kidnap a Wookiee. I'm going to get a baby Wookiee in the back of the rucksack and we are going to leg it. It's that simple. Wookie's Hole, entice it in with some kind of treat, get the Wookiee, kidnap it, go. Boom. And then the plan is from there is to obviously head up onto the Cheddar Cliffs. My plan is, again, I mean, it's a known fact that cheddar comes from the Cheddar Cliffs. It's Cheddar Gorge. It all melts down in there on a hot day. It's gorgeous. You know, that what they call it, fondue. You dip your, I don't know, you dip your piece of bread in or whatever you want, your bit of meat, and you get it out. Oh, it's gorgeous. Anyway, so my plan is I will take, obviously, a very user-friendly, not dangerous, not banned in this country whatsoever, cheese knife to slice a little bit of cheese off of the mountain. And the plan is we're going to have the poshest, and when I say the poshest, please bring a tie if you've got one. We're going to find a place somewhere, if hopefully it's not raining, to sit down, enjoy a bishop's finger and obviously the world's perfect cheese on some posh crackers, some beautiful posh crackers on the side of the mountain. Proper bikers with ties on, enjoying cheese and pickle. What more can you ask for? Then obviously from there we're going to enjoy the roads. Now, from what I've read up about the whole Cheddar Cliffs and Cheddar Gorge experience, it's a very short run, but it's some of the most beautiful roads that you could ever ride on in this country with some fantastic views. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And obviously I want to stop, get some filming going, etc, etc. So when I said I've not got a set plan for when I turn up, where I turn up, it's because I'm leaving it very much open because it's an adventure. I'm not going to be that, like I said, that sad person that has to minute every single second of everything I do. So if you are going to rock up during the route, all I turn around and say is you are a legend if you can find us at the right time. Obviously, I'm guessing we're going to be somewhere around lunchtime on the Cheddar sort of cliffs, but I ain't going to guarantee it. So if you can find us that way, hats off to you. Then that's kind of plan. And then once we've gone down into, I think it's Cheddar, the place itself, we're then going to make a decision on what we want to do next, and we're going to leave it very much open. I know the sidekick on the way up wants to stop at Glastonbury and see what's going on there. I'm not a big sightseer, as you've seen from my other videos. I'm not massively into queues and sightseeing in busy places, but I've got the sidekick with me and other things going on, so we will stop, we'll check out a few things, and then we're just going to wing it pretty much from there. We're going to wing it, we're going to head off to wherever we fancy. If we've got time to head off to a beach or whatever we decide to do, that's what we're going to do, and that's kind of the flow of it. Go back Saturday night, enjoy some food, chill out, a few more beers, and obviously Sunday the big plan is to head back. So the big event, the big day is on Saturday. Now, I've always had quite a lot of people ask me about the Ring of Fire. I want to make this 100% clear. I'm not having the hottest curry, the hottest chili in the world. I will not be running to the loo and you'll see flames coming out of my bum. That is not going to happen. I will save that for another video because I've only just thought of that. That's really cool. So the big plan of it is, okay, is that we wanted a ramp being made, hopefully by somebody who watches this channel. We wanted a ring being made out of copper steel, something, string around it, light a fuel, and we are going to go zipping through that. And another hipster's promised to bring fireworks that he's somehow going to magically time perfectly for as I'm hitting the ramp, the fireworks are going off, the Ring of Fire is going, I'm going to fly through. We're going to have a couple of people there with Suka Soakers to spray us with water in case I'm on fire. Very well clear later on I'm going to have 2 people with 2 tins of Brute spraying me to keep the ladies away, because in that split second of me going through that hoop, the Brute burning off, the ladies are going to start running, and I don't want a national disaster. I do not want to put any pressure on the emergency services, and especially I don't want to put any pressure on the military having to come on, because the police won't be able to handle it. It'll be the military will be having to come on to cordon off the area. I don't want to shut down Cheddar Gorge. I really, really don't. Now, if this does happen, and I say the word if because I'll explain why in a minute, if this does happen, it's probably going to happen at night, and we're probably going to find somewhere, a car park completely empty, safe, out the way, if it's possible to happen. If it's not, it's not. Obviously it won't. I really want this to happen. Now, why I say if, there's a couple of things really. We've got another hipster that's come along offering to provide fireworks. No one else has come along saying, I've got land, I'm going to build a Ring of Fire. So I am going to task the sidekick with building some kind of ramp, coming up with some sort of idea. If there's no Ring of Fire, there is no Ring of Fire. I'm up for going through the Ring of Fire. I'm not going to lie, I think it'll be absolutely awesome. But I'm literally not going to carry that in this small camper. It's not going to happen. So if he comes up with something really cool as a jump, then I am going to do it. Obviously, the monkey bike has never failed me yet. So that may or may not happen. I'm really hoping it does, because you can imagine that Saturday night, obviously before we have beers, we're going to find somewhere really cool. As I go through it, those fireworks are going to go flying up and I'm going to fly through it. And it is going to be like, it's going to be, as big as Evel Knievel's jump. It's going to be absolutely huge. And then, of course, when I've done that, the sidekick can then go through. By that point, the Ring of Fire is starting to splodge out. The fireworks have already gone off. He will just leap down, come behind me, and we're all going to go, well done. No, I'm joking. Hopefully he'll get through there at the same time as, well, not the same time because we'd crash, around the similar time to me, and it'll all be awesome. And all caught on camera and put this big epic kind of finish to the trip. That would be absolutely awesome. Anyway, like I said, that may or may not happen. I'm not making promises. I just wing it, people. Just wing it. It's that simple. So yeah, that is the plan. That is everything that's going on. Like I said, if you are planning on coming, it is quite simple. You will need a bottle of ale called Bishop's Finger, because everybody likes a good Bishop's Finger. Also, you'll need to bring pickle. Pickle for the cheese, people. It's got to be an amazing pickle. Personally, I'm in research currently still looking at every single case ever written about cheese and pickle, just to make sure I get the ultimate pickle. And then, of course, please don't forget the Brute. I can't say it enough. It's the only security that you're going to have when you're out riding, because without that Brute, like I said, the ladies are going to come running, and I want you all to stay safe. I have a duty of care to you guys to keep you safe. So please buy Brute. Please wear it. Please bring it. I will even show you a ritual, if needs be, on what you should do to protect yourself during that trip. Now, I've said all of that. Probably no one is now going to bother to turn up because I've made it the most complicated, crazy mess in the world. But hey, people do turn up happy days. If they don't, the adventure's going to happen. I'm booked here. If the sidekick pulls out, I'm still going. If this breaks down, I'm coming home and jumping on my bike, and I'm going to go and try and figure out where I'm going to sleep when I get there. But this adventure is going to happen. It's got to happen. As always, we never give up. Anyway, with all that in mind, I think we should move on to the big story, the big thing, the post, and what's inside that envelope. Let's find out. Okay, this morning arrived through the door with this envelope. Now, I'm guessing it's been scanned by the Royal Mail to make sure there's nothing suspect in there and it's legal. Now, obviously, it's been sent to my address, but of course, for complete security reasons, to protect myself, it now says Helmet Head, Monkey Cycle Van, Pyland, Pucker 69. That is not my address, just saying in case anyone decides to start sending stuff to there. Now there's a little bit of concern here. It's got a dog awareness week. I'm not quite sure if there's a dog inside this package. If there is, I'm ready to do dog CPR to bring it back to life. Anyway, okay, here we go. Let's first of all let's do the right security check. Oh no, mate, I can't open my drawer, mate. Okay, so I need to do my security check. Okay, make sure that it's safe. Okay, it still looks sealed. There is no sign of anything dodgy going on there. If I do this, am I going to be able to do it? Yeah. Come on, open. Okay, I've had no training in opening letters in secure, safety way. So let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Let's rip this bad boy open and see what we've got. It's just something about drinking coffee out of a Helmet Head mug. It just tastes like that freshly made coffee from the coffee shop. You know when you turn up and it's like the beans have just been like freshly poured in and they press that button, that smell, and oh, that's what the Helmet Head does. And that's just instant coffee, the cheapest that you can buy, and it transforms it. Anyway, back to that. Also, just before I do that, check out the t-shirts store. There's a link to buy the mugs and the t-shirts in the description below. It gives us a little bit of money to help fund this channel, and when I say I spend millions of pounds a year, I don't. I spend a few quid though, and it costs me quite a bit to keep this channel going. So if you are interested and you're a massive fan of this channel, it would be really cool to see some more sales go through on the t-shirts and mugs. Again, we get a few quid for it. It helps fund this channel. It helps pay for better and better kit to make this channel work. Anyway, so let me tell you the little story, the real story behind this letter. So there is a guy called Steve Bolter, and Steve Bolter is a patron. And what a patron basically is, it's somebody that massively supports this channel. And what they do is every single month, like you'd do if you're paying for a magazine subscription or anything like that, and you're really excited about, you know, getting your, so like, let's use Ride magazine as an example. You get really excited about it, you pay for a subscription every month, that magazine comes through, and you're extremely excited and happy to do that. Well, Patreon's a little bit like that. Basically, every single month, if you're really into this channel and you really want to help fund it and be part of this channel, then you sign up to Patreon. A link is in the description below again, and you can decide from as little as 80 British pence, and by the way, it's in dollars, so it will say $1, so whatever that works out being, you can become a patron. And there's loads of tiers, and you can give anything from, you know, £1, £5, £10, £25 it gets you a mug, £30 it gets you a t-shirt after 3 months, and it keeps going up. And there's a company sponsorship where you will get your name as your company, whatever your company is, you will get your logo put onto the screen. And there's one that will give you a full page logo that will last for so many seconds at the beginning of every video, and people will obviously see you that way. Anyway, enough about Patreon. So Steve Bolter, the big supporter, he sent me a message via Patreon, because we obviously have a lot of chats because he's a patron, and he asked me for my address, and he said, I've got something I want to send you. So I was straight away like, oh wow, this is going to be really cool. I was like, this is like one of those like mystery things of what's going to turn up. He told me not to get excited. I said, I'm already excited, it's too late, etc, etc. He then said, it's now arrived, and he's posting it on, and he said, it's only a trinket, don't get excited. And I'm sorry, but it is like winning a mystery prize. And all I've done every single morning since that message is run downstairs every time I hear the letterbox go, is the post here, has it arrived? And today was that day. The letter has arrived, and I think it's letter because it's letter size, but he said he sent me something. So let's find out together what's inside here. Okay, I hope I haven't just ripped something. Okay, here we go. So we have Alan, an important anti-theft item for the monkey cycle van. Eat pies, ride motorcycles, Steve. Straight away, dude, you are cool, and I like that. And then, okay, so important security device in here. So what is in here? Now, I don't know if you can see this, but it is definitely going on. Steve, the legend, has sent this. Look at that. That is just so cool. no pies are left in this vehicle overnight. Now, I know now 100% when I put myself to sleep in the camper van, when I'm on this trip, I'm going to be safe. And not just that, whenever I'm in trouble with the missus and I have to come and sleep in the camper van because she's told me that I smell bad, then I know now I'm going to be safe. And do you know what, Steve? I think that is one of the coolest things I've ever received in the post. So I really thank you so much for that. Do you know what? That's quite touching. Thank you. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much. Well, there you go. The monkey cycle has quite literally the coolest anti-theft device ever now. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest, it's pretty much made my week receiving that, because like everyone else, I work hard and it's been a difficult week at work, and you know, getting something like that through the post from somebody that's a fan of the channel and also a supporter of the channel is, well, it's just awesome. So again, thank you, Steve, for that. You really have made my week. Thank you. Now, what I want to turn around and say is, as always, is a massive thank you to all of my patrons. They're the people, like I said, that help literally fund this channel and help pay for the little things that we do. So if you are interested in becoming a patron to this channel, being more involved in this channel, then please check that link. You will get to see videos first, and it can be, like I said, from a day to a week to a couple of weeks, depending on how many videos are going on at that time. So please consider joining the patrons team. And of course, if you want to be a cool fan and also look cool, don't forget the Helmet Head t-shirts. They are available in the link below at the t-shirt shop, plus mugs, plus other things. So have a click on that. It's not dead expensive. You get a little product, a thing of the channel, and it also helps the channel out as well. And the other thing that I wanted to turn around and say is that very recently I've received another donation to the PTSD, the charity on the Just Giving, from a previous set of videos I did. Now, a while ago, if you haven't seen it, I basically took the monkey cycle up a mountain at a really rubbish time of year, and I rode it from sort of Desborough, Northamptonshire, all the way to Wales. And the next day I took it up the mountain, and it was all basically, the whole monkey story really started because it was a vehicle that I bought to raise some money, and obviously I think it's cool and we're keeping it and doing loads of other stuff, but somebody recently donated £20 to that charity. It still sends me the links, it still sends me like an alert to tell me someone's done that, and to be honest, three and a bit months later now, it's still getting a donation. So that's really touching, because PTSD is very close to me. Like I've said before, I was in the ambulance service. I've seen colleagues and people go through it. I was involved in something that kind of scared me, not to the PTSD stage, I'm not going to say it was, but that scared me quite a lot. That changed my aspect and sort of slight look on life as well. So again, that's really dear to me. So if you want to go back and check those videos out and donate, that would be really cool. There is a plan potentially for next year for what could be potentially, at the moment, the biggest, slightly scariest, longest run I would have ever have done, and that's still kind of like looking, it could be on the monkey bike. What would be, I don't think anyone's ever like taken on a journey, at least not in the UK, as far as we're about to travel. But that's for next year, and that is again going to probably be for PTSD UK, and I will save that for then. That's a big trip in the planning. Little sneaky thing there, but there you go. Sneaky thing, a sneak peek. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But anyway, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Now, if you're watching my videos and you haven't subscribed, please do. It really helps the channel. Please don't forget, before you disappear, to give the video a thumbs up and leave a nice comment. Don't be like those little angry people that leave thumbs down and horrible comments for no reason, because why do you want to be a horrible person? Just weird, isn't it? Anyway, as always, the most important thing in life, and it is the most important thing in life, eat pies, ride motorcycles, be happy, take care, see you next time, bye bye.